What up, y'all? This is your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report for Thursday, May 7th, 2015, delivering some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. The Mindy Project has been canceled at Fox, the rap has learned, but it may be live on elsewhere. Mindy Studio Universal Television is currently in discussions for a multi-season renewal at Hulu. Should that deal get off the ground, the Mindy Kaling sitcom will likely go beyond a potential upcoming fourth season on the popular streaming platform. Hulu declined requests for comment on the deal. Fox and Universal both passed on commenting about the cancellation and potential future. The Mindy Project was a critical favorite, but has been struggling in the ratings for pretty much its entire life. That said, Tuesday night's partner, The New Girl, was renewed for another run, prompting some speculation that primetime partner Mindy would follow suit. The difference there, though, is that Fox's TV studio's 20th Fox Century does not own the rights to Mindy, making it less desirable to keep pushing it towards syndication. As previously listed, the Mindy Project as a coin flip for a renewal at risk of cancellation due to a low most current adults 18 to 49 Nielsen rating 1.4 and a mediocre total viewer average 2.9 million. Those numbers, which include 7-day delays viewing lists where available, weren't just worth Fox's investment, it seems. Earlier this season, popular character Dr. Peter Prentice was written off so actor Adam Pollock could explore his new overall deal with ABC. However, one show that got renewed for another season was CBS's Supergirl. The DC superhero drama has been ordered to the series for the 2015-2016 season, the rap has learned. Glee alum Melissa Benoist played the Kryptonian and Superman's cousin on the show. The series from Berlanti Productions in association with Warner Bros. Television will revolve around Kara Zor-El, played by Benoist, who escapes Krypton amid its destruction years ago and has been hiding the powers she shares with her famous cousin Superman since arriving on Earth. But now at age 24, she decides to embrace her superhuman abilities and become the hero she was always meant to be. Clarissa Flockhart plays Kat Grant, Kara's boss. Chrysler Lee plays Alex Danvers, Kara's older foster sister, and Dave Harwood plays Hank Henshaw, former CIA agent and now the head of the Department of Extra-Normal Operations. Other casts in the series include McCad Brooks as James Olsen, Nashville alum Laura Benatti as Supergirl's birth mother, and former Superman and Supergirl Dean Cain and Helen Slater, respectively, in mysterious roles. A viewer vote will cast the next season of the Survivor franchise, choosing 20 cast members from a pool of 32 former players for the 31st season of the show, CBS announced at the end of Wednesday night's episode. The upcoming season will film this summer and air this fall. The 32 candidates spawned the reality show's history from season 1 runner-up Kelly Wigglesworth, dubbed the Rat in a famous speech viewed by 50 million, to 5 contestants from the current airing season 30. All of the potential contestants have never won the hit show. Jeff Probst, the longtime host and executive producer, said, "Since their respective seasons ended, these players have been begging for another shot. This is a fun way to allow our loyal fans to be involved in the creative process." In an era where longtime viewers loathe the recruitment of the competitively ambivalent actor, model, bartender, personal trainer troupe to the show to cosmetically gloss the cast, this feels a bunch of Survivor diehards. They are all players that played hard until their demise, have for the most part maintained an active engagement with the show, and have earned favorite nods on and off screen from probes. Adam Levine had a sugary reception when he arrived at Jimmy Kimmel Live on Wednesday, but it wasn't sweet. The Maroon 5 singer was accosted with a sugar bomb as he entered the studio on Hollywood Blvd to shoot the show. Sugar was thrown at about 8:30 p.m. in the back parking lot area behind Jimmy Kimmel's studio, according to ABC7. Security and Levine's assistant also had sugar thrown on them. The alleged perpetrator was reportedly arrested on suspicion of battery, and Levine went on to appear with the ABC late-night host without any further upset. There's a Twitter feud amongst former members of One Direction. Producer Naughty Boy uploaded a picture of him and Zayn and Malik on Wednesday morning, provoking a Twitter feud with Malik's former One Direction bandmate, Louis Tomlinson. The picture showed Malik and Naughty Boy in the recording studio in the wake of Malik's departure from One Direction and an announcement of a solo career in March. It appears Tomlinson did not like the filter used in the photo because he took to Twitter to mock the choice. Tomlinson wrote, "Remember when you were 12 and used to think those Mac filters for your pictures were cool? Haha, some people still do. Ha." Naughty Boy, who follows Tomlinson, fired back with a shot of his own. At Lewis_Tomlinson, and some people can't even sing, but who's complaining when there's auto-tune, huh? Naughty Boy. Tomlinson didn't stop there. At Naughty Boy Music, Jesus forgot you were such an in-demand producer. How does it feel to be riding on the back of someone else's career? That's when Malik chimed in, eliciting either outrage or praise from One Direction fans. He tweeted, at Lewis_Tomlinson, remember when you had a life and stopped making bitchy comments about mine? Malik's new music partner, took a step further, dissing Tomlinson while name-dropping a few of his clients. At Lewis_Tomlinson, yeah, how does it feel, mate? You've been doing that for the last 5 years. I've got Emily, Sandy, and Sam Smith on my CV. Tomlinson threw the last dart. At Naughty Boy Music, good for you. Well done. I think we've done all right in terms of sales. I've happened to write on most. Keep trying. Lewis Tomlinson. In March, Malik released his first solo single with Naughty Boy, titled I Won't Mind, less than a week after quitting One Direction. While the other band members have been supportive, it appears Tomlinson isn't happy with Malik's new direction. Revenge star Emily VanCamp will reprise her role as Sharon Carter in Marvel's Captain America Civil War. An individual with knowledge of the deal told the Wrap. The gig marks the actress's first official post-revenge gig since ABC announced earlier this month that the series would end its 4-year run. VanCamp had a small role in the previous Captain America Winter Soldier, starring as an agent posing as neighbor to Chris Evans' title character. Plotlines for Carter in the upcoming threequel are naturally under wraps. Civil War will feature Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark in an unlikely position. The antagonists, as Iron Man and Captain America, are set to go head-to-head. Brothers Joseph and Anthony direct the film, and with Scarlett Johansson and Anthony Mackie returning as Black Widow and Falcon. Chadwick Boseman will make his first appearance as Marvel superhero Black Panther, and Civil War is also where the new Superman is expected to make his first appearance. Daniel Brutho was previously cast to play villain Baron Zemo. Hollywood celebrated the most and the best in motion picture marketing at the 16th Annual Golden Trailer Awards on Wednesday. Universal Pictures' AV Squad Fury 7 trailed title Family was presented with the Best of Show prize and the top honor for Best Action at the Sabian Theater in Beverly Hills, California. The ceremony was hosted by Silicon Valley star T.J. Miller, and over 1,100 studio marketing executives, movie fans, stars, and trailer editors attended. American Sniper and The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 tied for the films with the most Golden Trailer Awards, each winning in 5 separate categories. On the studio side, Universal Pictures, along with Focus Features, took home 15 awards, followed by Warner Brothers with HBO with 11 statues, Disney and Lionsgate with 9 each, and Fox with 6. The top trailer and creative vendors included Ignition Creative, whose works was honored in 14 categories. M-Ocean, Trailer Park, and AV Squad all won scores 6 trophies each. Presenters include Neil McDonough, who stars in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Breckin Mayer, who stars in Franklin Bash, Chuck Liddell, who stars in Kick-Ass 2, Eugene Simon from Game of Thrones, Ian Gomez, Cougar Town, and Missy Powell from Gone Girl. Golden Trailer Awards founder Evelyn Waters said, "The Golden Trailer Awards celebrate the best in motion picture marketing, innovation, and creativity. Everyone loves film trailers. They are truly an art form, and this show is dedicated to rewarding the team who work long hours through countless revisions to make each trailer resonate in just the right way. We couldn't be more proud of all tonight's nominees and winners." Nintendo characters will soon descend upon Universal theme parks. The video game company behind hits like Zelda, Donkey Kong, and Super Mario Bros. Have partnered with Universal Parks and Resorts to create, quote, spectacular dedicated experiences based on popular Nintendo games, characters, and worlds. Thursday's announcement did not specify what characters and games would be brought to life at Universal theme parks, one of which is located in Los Angeles and another in Orlando, Florida. But it's a safe bet Mario and Luigi will be leading the pack. The agreement, the company said, represents a significant partnership for Nintendo as it expands the reach and popularity of its characters and intellectual property. More details will be announced in the future as the Nintendo and Universal creative teams work to create specific concepts. Blake Lively is joining the cast of Woody Allen's upcoming ensemble film, The Rap Has Learned. The Age of Adaline actors will join Jesse Eisenberg, Bruce Willis, and Kristen Stewart. The as-yet untitled film is set to be produced by Letty Aronson, Stephen Tenenbaum, and Edward Walson. Allen will premiere his next film, Irrational Man, starring Emma Stone and Joaquin Phoenix at the Cannes Film Festival. It will be released by Sony Pictures Classic on July 24th. The former Gossip Girl star Lively's current romance, Age of Adaline, has made $24 million so far domestically. Eddie Murphy's comeback vehicle will have to wait a little while longer as Paramount has taken Brett Ratner's Beverly Hills Cop 4 off its release schedule. A studio insider with the knowledge of the situation has told The Wrap. It was just more than a year ago that Paramount announced it would release Beverly Hills Cop 4 on March 25, 2016. While the film remains in development, it has not moved forward as quickly as Paramount originally envisioned, though recent movements in the studio's executive suites have complicated matters. The delay may ultimately prove to be a blessing in disguise for Beverly Hills Cop 4, which would have found itself going head-to-head with Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice on March 25, 2016. As much goodwill as audiences still have for Axel Foley, it's hard to compete with the Caped Crusader and the Man of Steel. Jerry Bruckheimer is returning to produce Beverly Hills Cop 4, and the last reported writers were Josh Applebaum and Andre Nemec. The sequel is expected to take Murphy's beloved cop Axel Foley back to his Detroit roots. This past January, Murphy told Rolling Stone that script concerns were the primary reason behind the continued delay. Murphy said they're still trying to get that script right. I'm not doing a Beverly Hills Cop unless they have a really incredible script. I've read a couple of things that look like they can make some paper, but I'm not doing a shitty movie just to make some paper. The shit got to be right. Paramount recently moved its big-budget gamble Monsters truck from this year's crowded Christmas frame to March 18, 2016. That decision was the writing on the wall for the delay of Beverly Hills Cop 4, as the studios would likely release two big movies on consecutive weekends. Representatives for Ratner and Bruckheimer declined to comment. Nick Loeb took to Morning TV Thursday to talk about the embryo battle he's in with his ex-fiancée, Emmy winner Sofia Vergara. Listening to a soundbite of Vergara talking to Howard Stern about the situation, Loeb said he respects the Modern Family star, but this is about more. He said on CNN's New Day, I respect Sofia immensely. She's been incredibly successful with her career. She's very hardworking, and I'm very happy that she's moved on with her life. But this is a really serious issue here that we're dealing with moral and ethical implications. He said from the start of the two discussing having children, Vergara wanted to use a surrogate. He wouldn't go on into details as to why she didn't want to give birth naturally. When Alison Camerata pressed him on why he wanted to use the embryos to create children now that he and Vergara are broken up, he explained, I've always believed that life begins at conception. He also continued, I've always wanted children. I've always wanted to be a father. I didn't create lives lightly. This was very, very important to me, to the point where when we created these lives and we put them into a surrogate, we were coming up with names for our children. And so to do anything besides continue their journey towards life and birth to me is tantamount to destruction. Loeb previously appeared on the Today Show towering the same line. It has nothing to do with a baby or her baby, he says. Lives were created. Meanwhile, Sofia Vergara spoke out on her legal battles with her ex over the frozen embryos the couple created during their relationship. Vergara told ABC News in an interview Thursday on Good Morning America, I really want to make this like the last time I talk about it because I don't think it's fair. She also added, I've been working very hard for 20 years to get to this point where I am enjoying my movie. I promote all my movies, all my work, but I don't like promoting my private life, and I don't understand why I don't want to allow this person to take more advantage of my career and try to promote himself and get press for this. She also added, this shouldn't be out there for people to give their opinions where there's nothing to talk about. Loeb made the issue public when he wrote about their legal battle over the embryos for the New York Times because, quote, embryonic custody dispute raises important questions about life, religion, and parenthood. Loeb wrote, why not just move on and have a family of your own? But that doesn't mean I should let the two lives I have already created be destroyed and sit in the freezer until the end of time. For as long as I can remember, I have dreamed of being a parent. Before Loeb wrote the piece for the Times last month, Vergara's lawyer released a statement saying Loeb's claims are, quote, uncredible and hold no merit. Fred Silberberg said in a statement to the media Vergara has never wanted to destroy her embryos. Vergara, who has happily moved on with her life, is content to leave the embryos frozen indefinitely as she has no desire to have children with her ex, which should be understandable given the circumstances. The contract the former couple signed at the fertility clinic states that the embryos can only be brought to terms with both parties' consent. It does not appear Vergara will give hers. Loeb, however, isn't done fighting and made a dual TV appearance on Thursday to further argue his side of the dispute, stressing he views the embryos as lives. He also added during his interview with CNN New Day, how else would I define what two embryos are that happen to be female? I can't say these are female properties. These are lives, and they are on a journey and a pathway to being born. Tom Brady's agent Don Yee said on Thursday it is a sad day for the league, not even 24 hours removed from the somewhat damning Wells report on the so-called DeflateGate NFL scandal surrounding his marquee client. Yee has far harsher things to say in his lengthy retort, which is posted courtesy of an NFL on ESPN tweet. The Yee and Dubin LLC agent called the Ted Wells finding a, quote, significant and terrible disappointment early on in the morning statement, which was filled with fighting words. He continued, submission of key facts and lines of inquiry suggests the investigators reach a conclusion first and then determine so-called facts later. He also added, one item alone taints this entire report. What does it say about the league's office protocols and ethics when it allows one team to tip it off to an issue prior to a championship game, and no league officials or game officials notified the Patriots of the same issue prior to the game? Yee's most dramatic accusation, however, was the following. Quote, it may be more probable than not that the league cooperated with the Colts in perpetrating a sting operation. He concluded by saying this was not an independent investigation, accusing the investigators of not understanding football and of omitting Brady's lengthy and helpful testimony. The controversy stems from the 2014 AFC Championship game in which the Patriots defeated the Indianapolis Colts. The Patriots were accused of using balls that were not fully inflated during the important game, allowing for better, softer grip and offensive advantage for sure. Actor Sean Astin spoke with Larry King about a potential Goonies sequel, telling him it's hard to create an encore to a masterpiece. He said about Steven Spielberg and the other creators of the 80s hit adventure flick wanting to make a sequel. They want to, they're trying, they can't figure it out. Astin also said something special happened with that movie. I mean, really special. You can't imagine how much people love this movie from the 80s that almost doesn't hold up in terms of the quality. Astin adding that Spielberg has this, quote, magic poetry in him. When King pressed him on whether another Goonies is actually in the works, he said it's not an easy feat. He added, it's really hard to engineer that, and now they've got all this time to think about it. It's hard. The Goonies, which was directed by Richard Donner and written by Chris Columbus, with story credit for Spielberg, is quickly approaching the 30th anniversary of its June 7, 1987 theatrical release from Warner Brothers. Other stars in the beloved family adventure film about a group of outcasts in search of an underground treasure include Corey Feldman, Martha Plimpton, Cary Green, and Josh Brolin. Avengers Age of Ultron may never match the Avengers at the domestic box office, but Marvel's superhero sequel will cross the $700 million mark globally on Wednesday and will almost surely top the worldwide grosses of the original in the long run. The Monday and Tuesday numbers of Ultron, $13.1 million and $13.2 million, trailed the comparable $18.8 million and $17.6 million put up by the Avengers, and its domestic total after 8 days is $217.6 million compared to the $244 million of the Avengers. BoxOffice.com senior analyst Phil Contrino said on Wednesday, comparisons are unfair because the Avengers was a unique situation, but overseas is going to make up for any dip domestically because of the substantial growth in the foreign market since 2012, especially in China. He also said the Avengers Age of Ultron will open there next Tuesday. The blockbuster sequel directed by Joss Whedon has taken in a little over $478 million from abroad after 2 weekends in release, while the Avengers was around $425 million at a similar point, though it is not a direct comparison because of the variety, dates, and countries. Age of Ultron will be back for its second weekend in North American theaters on Friday and should easily outpace two new comedy movies coming out, Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara's Hot Pursuit, and The D Train with Jack Black and James Marsden. Taylor Swift will open the 2015 Billboard Music Awards with the world premiere of the music video of her song Bad Blood. Billboard and Dick Hart Productions announced Thursday. The video, directed by Joseph Kahn, will include a number of celebrity cameos, including Golden Globe winners, Emmy winners, Grammy winners, and Oscar nominee, and supermodels too. No names, however, were revealed. Bad Blood is Swift's fourth single off her smash hit 1989, which has sold in excess of 7 million copies worldwide. The album debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 charts, with the biggest sales weekend for an album since 2002. Swift, a 7-time Grammy winner, is the only artist in history to have 3 albums selling over 1 million copies in their first week of release, and is the all-time leader on RIAA's digital singles charts. The only artist to have 2 singles hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts in 2014, and 1989 was the highest-selling album of 2014 to date, selling over 7 million albums worldwide. Artists scheduled to perform at the 2015 Billboard Music Awards include Mariah Carey, Kelly Clarkson, Hozier, Nick Jonas, Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith, Simple Minds, and Van Halen. Other performances include a special duet with performances by Empire's recording artist Jussie Smollett and Bashir Yaz Gray with Estelle. Fall Out Boy featuring Wiz Khalifa, Little Big Town, and Faith Hill. Britney Spears and Iggy Azalea, and Meghan Trainor featuring John Legend. The 2015 Billboard Music Awards will be hosted by Ludacris and Chrissy Teigen and broadcast live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas on May 17th on ABC at 8 p.m. And finally, here's the countdown of Billboard's Hot 100 Top 10 singles for the week of May 16, 2015. At number 10, it's Ed Sheeran with Thinking Out Loud. Number 9, T-Wayne with Nasty Freestyle. Number 8, Jason Derulo with Want to Want Me. Number 7, Ellie Goulding with Love Me Like You Do. Number 6, Maroon 5 with Sugar. Number 5, Walk the Moon with Shut Up and Dance. Number 4, The Weeknd with Earn It from the 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack. Number 3, Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars with Uptown Funk. Number 2, Fetty Wap with Trap Queen. And still, the number 1 song in the Hot 100 Billboard charts is Wiz Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth with See You Again. And that's your entertainment report for Thursday, May 7, 2015. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some of the major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook or on Twitter, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, or on Twitter at The Enter Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to our page. Have a great day, everybody. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.